Welcome to another lab. So this one we're looking at class activities. So we'll be doing some coding. And the criteria for this program, it was a series of 3 programs to do with the smallest number calculations. So basically at the end of session 2, we did some calculations on how to calculate the smallest number of between 2 integers, smallest number between 3, the biggest number. And now that we've gone through some more theory, was there a better way of writing that code? So we're basically just going to revisit that. This solution, we're going to use array. So again, starting a new application, and this one we're going to do number sort. I'm just leave it as that. And what are we going to do in this one? Well, start off with, we're going to be using system.ling, which is another method set, and that's to do with doing calculations in arrays. So let's define our array, which is going to be an integer based array. Wrong brackets there, Mark. That's the one I want. And just unum for unnumbered. And let's define our values in our array. So now I want the braces. And let's give it some values in there. We've got 3 numbers. Alright, so that's the array defined. So let's put some comments in as we go. So defining a number array. Alright, so next up we want to put some sort of output on the screen. So what do we want? Which of the following numbers is the smallest? Good question. How about we make that a right instead of a right line? That way we can output our array directly following that. So for each integer a in u number, and we're going to console write. What are we going to write? Well, we want to put a space between the values, and we want to display the actual value of a, which is the integer that's been pulled out of the array. And so what is that doing? That is loop to display array values. Alright, so next we want to do our console write line, I think. Yes. And we're going to put some text. Now the last one was a write. So we want to start this on a new line. And then say the smallest number is, and we can, I think we'll just change this up a bit and put a variable placeholder in there because it's a nice neat way of doing it. And then that is going to be unum, and I'm going to use the minimum function, and yeah, I think that works. So this is method from system ling to output smallest value. There we go. In array. Alright, so we've got some comments in, done our program, and it's a little bit neater than the other solution where we had 4 evaluations. Is A less than B, is B less than A, and to change the variable value. So it's slightly neater. And did it work? So which of the following numbers is the smallest? 593. The smallest number is 3. So I think it worked. Now for the other examples of that programming, where you could do it to any length of numbers as long as they're in the array, it'll always pull out the smallest or the largest. So if we change that to max, and we could change that to biggest. So from smallest to biggest, and change our notes. And we've changed the purpose that we're doing, but it's the same code. But now we're pulling out the maximum or the largest value from that array. So it's now pulling out 9. I think it's quite a neat solution for pulling values out of the array. What do you think? Alright, so that's an update on a more efficient way of doing that type of activity. So I'll call it quits there. Till the next video. It's bye for now.